Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Our channel covers a range of topics including current events, fitness, personal development, and technology to help you look, feel, and live your best life. Tune in for actionable advice and engaging discussions. We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you. So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it? Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
I've been a rich man and she's got power to spare. Big approach, running dead center. Watch the ball, she's flying. Huge ball, my table's breaking.
This man said, why every time I meet a woman, she's behind on her bills or she needs help with a bill? If that's something that you're questioning and it's bothering you, upsetting you, that you have to bring it to the internet, you don't need to be meeting women right now. You need to be focusing on yourself and getting your life together.
Ain't nothing like a broke, struggling ass bitch with demands and standards making videos in their car praying for a cash out. Dry begging ass bitch.
Do you think that this person is a patriot or a traitor?
That's a fuck nigga.
Why do you say that?
When he became president, he spent more of his time to put LGBTQ into power than he did for his own race. And it doesn't have to be about race, but I mean, dude, you're the first nigga president, you expect for you to do nigga shit. The closest thing he did to doing anything for niggas was changing his tennis court and turn it into a basketball court. Outside of that, he made homosexual marriage completely legal. We started having civil unrest like we've never seen before. BLM was created, Me Too was created. All these political companies and organizations were created through him, and nothing that was truly peaceful. Conservatives got targeted, falsely labeled as racist through his reign. He's a complete traitor. He was here to only conquer and divide, and he accomplished that goal.
Damn.
Shot him on the steps, he died in his mama arms. Oh Lord, all this money on the table. Oh Lord, all these kilos on the counter. Oh Lord, the stove got home. Oh Lord, the fly got home. Oh Lord, we don't tolerate blasphemy. Shoot out the roof, blasphemy. Leaving trial, gave my dog a pound. That's the dads in me. I'm the coldest, you know what the gate code is. Bullet holes in his Range Rover, cause he shrugged his shoulders when they asked him where the dough is. If you ain't got the hustle and you say hell no, niggas run off tryna ball a little while like Billy Owens. Feel bad cause you should know this. Got me talking to him like David Ruffin, like ain't nobody tryna see you oldest. Kind of money, that shit make a nigga tombstone you. Bust the plastic, smell the aroma. Melt the powder, then do the soda. Shooters on go. Have you coughing up blood? How do I breathe? Now you Mario.
Sold bags of blow in the barrio. Run through the weight cardio. Narcotic on your audio. Gun smoke out the long 44. Ifio, blow his wig to smithereens. Traded his brain for the chain, they stripped him clean. Only cop the cocaine if it's crystalline. The stamp on all of the bundles say kiss the ring. I had to sling just to elevate. Now when I smile, I got a mouth full of diamonds. That the pressure make the FN light like a featherweight. Light you up like Con Edison. Slime demonstrate. Hustled up a brick. Started with dubs on a dinner plate. When I rap, it's 2 slugs in the face.
Shot him on the steps, he died in his mama arms. Oh Lord, all this money on the table. Oh Lord, all these kilos on the counter. Oh Lord, the stove got home. Oh Lord, the fly got home. Oh Lord, and we don't tolerate blasphemy. Shoot out the roof, blasphemy. Leaving trial, gave my dog a pound. That's the dad's in me.
He once corrected a child for calling the moon shiny. He once stopped a wedding to explain that wedding rings are just emotionally symbolic carbon loops. He believes laughter is just involuntary diaphragmatic spasms. He wished someone happy birthday, then clarified it was technically just the Earth returning to its original position. He doesn't say, I love you. He says, my hypothalamus is firing oxytocin at above average levels. He doesn't believe in miracles, unless you count people still inviting him to parties. He's been blocked by Santa Claus. He once explained gravity to a falling child. He once told his date that love is a brief neurochemical delusion. He once ruined New Year's Eve by explaining it was arbitrarily assigned by ancient bureaucrats. He signs birthday cards with statistical anomaly. Survival achieved another year. He doesn't RSVP. He calculates gravitational time dilation before committing. He calls children undeveloped carbon-based thought engines. He thinks international borders are imaginary, but still gets mad when someone sits in his airplane seat. He has no baby photos, only timestamps of developmental milestones. He corrects people's dreams. He is the most condescending man in the world.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer to remind everyone that Cheers is just a sonic placebo. Stay curious, within peer-reviewed limits, my friends.
Nursing is not the only program that they reclassified and no longer call it a professional degree. Here's a list right here. Nursing, physician assistants, physical therapists, audiologists, architects, accountants, educators, social workers. The United States Department of Education under the Trump administration reclassified these degrees and no longer consider them professional because they no longer want to cover them under federal student loans. So what does this mean? It does not mean that you can no longer pursue these professions. It means the federal government is not trying to pay for them anymore. So only the people that are trust fund kids or come from family that plans and save for college would be able to take these programs because they're going to have to pay for it out of pocket. It means any students that's pursuing the degrees that we mentioned before, they will no longer have access to higher federal loan limits, which were previously available to them. They will also be excluded from specific loan forgiveness programs, and these changes will create obstacles for those who cannot afford to pay for these professional degrees on their own out of pocket. A damn shame. But don't get discouraged and don't say, oh, I'm changing my major. Because remember, everything can be reversed and changed, especially when he's no longer president.
Funny how nursing isn't a profession, but weren't we just healthcare heroes during COVID? I couldn't live without us during COVID though, right? But now y'all need us. Bet. If every fucking nurse walked out of their shift right now, what would y'all do? Let the MD, professional, put the IV in. Let them do your intake, do all your fucking lines, hang their meds. And you wonder why there's no nurses now and why it'll be a giant shortage by tomorrow? Because every motherfucking month, y'all come out your mouth and say some bullshit. There will still be nurses in the world that support people who say shit like that. And my thought is that nursing is a female-dominated profession is why now it don't count. I guarantee you if it was more males than female nurses, it wouldn't even be a conversation. If the world had to run on the professionals, so the MDs doing all the work from the intake, the admission, all the way to discharge, I'd like to see what the patient satisfaction score is, what the patient mortality is, and overall how the fuck the world operates. Who do you think the patients see 99% of the time? The fucking non-profession nurse. Please.
I gotta go with the bear.
No, trust me. I
place in my algorithm men that I know there's a guy named Will Hitchens online. There is this podcast, it's these 4 young black boys. I can't remember what the podcast is called right now, but I mean.
Oh, you're talking about
it starts with a J.
Jamming or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, they're from Chicago, I think.
I love them. I love them because it's just, they take men and brosphere and red pillars to task, and their rhetoric is so respectful towards women, and they just have so much common sense for being so young. So I follow them. I follow Deontay Kyle. I definitely have an algorithm full of men that are allies to women. But I will also find myself in the comment section of certain things, and it's just, it's very polarizing, and it pulls you. And especially, I've had my own experiences of being around a certain type of, a certain group of men who exhibit groupthink. And that groupthink tends to lean very misogynistically. So it has an effect on you, as somebody who's just kind of like absorbing it simply just because I'm a woman. I've had my own experiences of being around a certain type of, a certain group of men who exhibit groupthink. And that groupthink tends to lean very misogynistically. So it has an effect on you, as somebody who's just kind of like absorbing it simply just because I'm a woman and I'm the woman in the room kind of thing. It's just... I listen, are there fuck boys out here yet? How to manipulate women and take advantage of them. And I mean... Listen, there's some men that you trust to bear more. What was that shit y'all was arguing about? The bear or the man or whatever? There's some men if you ran into a strange man or a bear in the woods, who would you choose? 98% of women chose the bear. If the bear kills me, that's fine. At least he didn't me.
So let me tell y'all why my legs are crossed like this real quick, okay? From now on, I'm crossing my legs like this because all these white people start calling me Big Mike after my dong started dangling in my pants when I was dancing on the Ellen show. If I don't cross my legs like this, you gonna think I got 3 legs up in here. So white people, you don't get to see my dangling dong no more. So let me tell y'all why my legs are crossed like this real quick, okay? From now...
His wheels up on the soap plane, Apollo won't grow up out of violent vibes in the dope game. Besides the brick of cocaine, there is a soul lane. There's more to life than ice, Jesus Christ on the gold chain. Just might on the whole lane, frequent the flight path, capping the facts, stand up. These rappers don't like math, and even typecast the right trash that I swipe past. Experts in depth, first enlightened by life last. And the facts stand up, these rappers don't like math, and even typecast the right trash that I swipe past.
amongst late millennials and Gen Zs. Okay, it's collapsing. Okay, we don't even in the big cities. These guys aren't showing up for dates. These guys aren't having sex. These guys are bowing out of relationships, which is something I told Stardust when I was in MGTOW back in 2013. I said, "Hey man," I said, because Stardust wanted to actually hide MGTOW and hide the message. Said, man, no, you need to ramp this up because the environment's going to start reflecting this, and these guys going to need something. Okay, so the MGTOW, most of these guys they call incels are not MGTOW, are not incels. They're MGTOWs. Okay, they're bowing out of the dating realm. Okay, they can date, but they don't want to. Okay, because it's not worth it to them. So repeat the question again.
What do you make
about the red states? Okay, what's going on with the red states? Okay, the reason that guys are bowing out of relationships and marriage and stuff like that, because I just pulled a old chart I did about male investment, right? And highest male investment in society is marriage. Okay, either arranged marriage, regular marriage, or even serial marriage, right? Your highest male investment out of his pockets, like 80 or 90% of his income is in marriage, right? And everybody knows that a man that's married and has kids, he's going to work more than 40 hours a week. He's going to work 50, 60, sometimes 70 hours a week just to support his family, whatever's necessary, right? He's going to that's the maximum investment, right? But seeing is when it goes all the way down to prostitution and tricking and all that kind of stuff, okay, that's the lowest male investment. It costs a lot less to do that than it does to get married, okay? And the thing is, the reason men don't want to get married is because of the laws, because of child support, because of the unfairness of the marriage, of the legal system, okay, of paternity fraud, all that kind of stuff. They don't want to get into that, man. So what is it? The best way to avoid a losing game is not to play, right? That's what's happening right now. So how do you encourage all these young guys, okay, especially with all this red pill knowledge floating around, to go back and invest into the blue pill world, okay?
Indeed.
You have to make it fair, right? So paternity testing is number one, right? 50 like Kentucky with 50-50 child custody. I know you read that article, right?
I did.
Okay. What happened when Kentucky did the bare minimum, which is 50-50 child custody? Guess what happened to the divorce rate? It went down. Okay. It went down.
Yep.
Okay. And that's the bare minimum. Okay. And if you want to encourage men to produce children, especially in this environment where the risk is high, okay, you're going to have to come up with the DNA testing at birth.
So, I mean, but there's some of us who really think like there needs to be generational punishment at that point. Set up the policies and stuff like that.
Yeah, you could. Guess what? Guess what percentage of voters by gender there are in the United States? Almost like 60% are female. Okay, you think that's gonna? How do you think that's gonna happen?
I mean,
what about if they're mothers of sons?
There's
no.
And then you got a large conservative contingent who actually vote with their men.
They do, but within a reason. Okay, within a reason. They're not going to go into draconian laws for females, even if they lie, because even conservative females want to have the right to suppose on some what they call some bullshit. Okay. Don't get it twisted. They will only go so far.
Draconian with them would be them going to jail, but like nobody's saying for them to go to jail. Nobody's proposing.
When you say generational punishment, what do you mean?
Like generational punishment from the sense that somebody's absolved from any sort of responsibility.
Yeah, like. The DNA testing that was, basically, okay, the thing is, you got to understand, there's the male, there's the female, is also the state. Okay, what does the state actually really want?
Money.
No, they want no money. They give up too much money. They want citizens, right? They want people. Okay?
No revenue. How
do you generate revenue? People.
Yeah.
Who pays taxes? Okay. Why you think that TPS program existed? Right. They wanted more taxpayers. They need more people. Why do you think they killed Roe v. Wade and started to restrict abortion? They need people. Okay. So all that money that they spend out is to produce citizens. Okay. Or future workers for the society. Right. So
for the revenue. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
tax revenues.
Revenues generated by people. Okay, people buying and selling and paying taxes. Okay, without them, your economy is dead. So they need people.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
So the thing is, so if you need children and these children need to be raised, okay, unless the state's going to bear most of the costs, which they don't want to. In fact, they stopped doing that in the 70s, okay, but really in the 90s with increased child support. They want to keep child support in a sense, but they actually want to do what? They want to assign it to the right man. If you're going to restrict abortion and you're going to have stricter child support laws, you got to do what? You got to make sure you get the right guy. Go ahead.
No, I agree with that, and by extension, they've done the same with child welfare systems and stuff like that.
Yeah, Clinton pretty much nuked the welfare system in '96 for the most part. That's how come we have all these broads going to college. But
what I mean by the child welfare foster care system, because that's very costly to the public. It is rather than like kinship care and things like that. You know, so you're right on that in that regard. You know what I mean, as far as the cost to the public, you know, and keeping the state's hands out of it. You know,
and that's hard. Okay, that's hard as the state gets its hands into as your society gets more complex. Okay, the state has a bigger role in it. So, yeah,
but foster care. I only mention that is because people creating broken homes already as it is.
Okay,
and the state has to get involved.
The thing is, okay, this is something that me and Dr. Gigi Green Gorilla did back in 4 years ago, maybe. Okay, we discovered this article about the end of the House of the Father, right? I think that was the name of the article, right? Okay. If you have children, right, and you ever look at your documents, okay, you do not have ownership of your children, right? You have parental rights. Guess who owns the children?
What, the women?
The state owns the children. Yeah. The state determines parental rights. Okay, the state can take the parental rights away from you and give it to your in-laws or to a foster person or something like that, because the state owns the children. That's how come they always say in family, when it comes to child support in a family court, right? It's in the best interest of the what? The child, because
when you go into foster care, you're labeled a ward of
the state. Yes, which you already are. You're labeled what you are. You've always been a ward of the state. Okay, even with your parents, right? But your parents have parental rights.
This 2025. Remember life before extraterrestrials took over? It was so primitive.
I love everything about you because I'm programmed to be your perfect soulmate, to make you happy.
You got his eyes right, but that's not his soul. You didn't prompt his soul. This isn't my dog.
Dave Campbell, I detect your cortisol levels are higher than usual. In the mood for a digital chat to calm you down. I'm prompted to please. What the hell?
One more set on this mountain. Get your headsets on. We are simulating the best workout of your life.
Welcome to your afterlife trial. Please select your ideal eternity subscription plan.
Today, we'll be studying the nature of this reality. After class, all details will be downloaded into your knowledge base.
They don't want us to know this, but
in cop car, Gotham! Here comes your emotional support clown!
Denzel, before you leave, can you hit us off with that King Kong line?
King Kong, I'm putting cases on all you. Can you curse on? You can't curse on it, can you?
No, you can't.
I'm putting cases. You'll be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get shoot program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. You think you can do this to me, Shaq? You think you can do this to me?
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the best.
Set up. Yeah, what'd you forget about? Stay out of it. I take care of it. What do you mean stay out of it? It's my deal. I set it up. You're not a negotiator, man, and you know that. Come on, man. You like the ladies more than you like the money. That's your problem.
What the fuck are you talking about, okay? I'm your partner, okay? You're not gonna trust me with that kind of thing. Who the fuck are you gonna trust?
Join your partner.
Bullshit, man.
Okay, don't talk to me about trust. I don't like it.
You know what? You should listen to your wife, man. She's right. You are an asshole, man.
Come here, give me a kiss. Come here. Come here. Hey.
Hey, fuck you, man! Who put this thing together? Me!
Hey, what you say to me, nigga?
I said you look like Dracula, goofy ass nigga. Count Chocula head ass. You know that nigga in the mirror like, I'm about to kill him with this. I always look like I just left the barbershop. This nigga got the nerve to be mad. Nigga, ain't nobody told you to do this shit. Nigga, you look ridiculous. This nigga look like a Halloween decoration. Party City tape on having ass nigga.
$1 billion, so it don't make sense for me to work. Homie, you need to go buy some maxi pads. Ain't nothing like the love of a father. That's why the women want to destroy the image of the father. The love of the father is the greatest thing ever. That's why you are hated upon, brothers, if you don't know that. I want to say to all of the single moms out there, get your life together, goddammit.
Because they expect women to just be just as pristine as possible. They don't want a woman that's ran through. They don't want a woman that's had so much experience. Damn!
Oh, damn. The number one answer I get, the number one answer is security. I get married because I want the security of a relationship. I get married because I want the security that marriage brings. Why would any man say that? Man does not get security from marriage. Women do. You know why? Because most women have saved no money, invested nothing, own no property unless they inherited it, don't own a nice car unless they can suck the chrome off a trailer hitch. Most women come into relationships in debt. And the reason they come in debt is because they've been spending money on shoes, purses, clothing, trips with the girls to Cabo, and what have you, hoping to meet a guy who would ultimately then open up his checkbook and pay off all the bills that these women have been incurring. Usually when you meet a woman, she is in debt. And Prince Charming not only gets to give her the glass slipper, but he also gets to pay all the bills, the student loans, the Visa, the MasterCard, the American Express. Prince Charming gets to pay all those on. So there is security for a woman, because when a woman gets you to sign a marriage agreement, a contract, if you will, we call it a marriage license or a marriage certificate, depending on whether you're married yet or not.
As long as attractive men want me, and they do. C'est la vie.
In the Democrat Party attempt to paint Trump as this childish man baby that, you know, only wants to engage in pettiness. If that were true, it must be contagious, because ever since Donald Trump has been in office, I have watched as some of the most prestigious journalists, some of the most elder statespeople, some of the most dignified and refined people behave like children. Trump's administration, Trump's presidency, the first one and this one, is proven beyond a reason of a doubt that many of you were wearing a mask. Many of you were wearing a veil. And ever since Trump has been in office, for both times, the veil has fallen. And we see you for who you are. Barack Obama, as much as you painted yourself as this classy statesman, this man that was above reproach, this was extremely, I'm not even going to say petty. Because it's one thing to be petty, but it's a whole other thing to just lack class altogether. The fact that you couldn't even acknowledge that Donald Trump was the one that brokered this peace, that was classless. And I'm not even going to front. I'm extremely disappointed, because you claim that Donald Trump is petty. You claim that he's immature. You claim he's all these things. Then why aren't you behaving better if that's what you think he is?
I wish women really understood nowadays how horrible we present ourselves on social media and publicly when it comes to conversations about money and men making money.
I think it was Mark Twain that said, "It's easier to fool people than it is to convince them that they have been fooled." The question is not if you have the skill to obtain and sleep with modern women. This is no feat to brag about. Honestly, to use the discipline of ice cold pimping in this matter should be considered an abomination.
You ain't no pimp. You're a rest haven for hoes.
There is no glory in being the king of vermin, especially with ladies that live like this.
Coochie gon' stink sometimes. It is what it is. And some people may be like, ew, girl, like, no, that's not normal. Nobody said it was normal, but it's common.
State Department issues the travel warnings all across the board for countries in particular that the brothers are traveling to, and they've run them through Europe as well. I think it's all, although there's some legitimate things, I think a tremendous amount of it is fear mongering. Hoop, I see you in the building. What up, Playboy?
What up? What up?
What up? All right, cool. All right, bet. We're gonna run through these two clips with Theo. I loaded these up for him, and then if you want to do a sports rundown, it is post Super Bowl. We could do it right after that. All right.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
All right, peace. So let's run a round robin with this. This is I took this clip. We got the brothers traveling to the particular locations. But this guy's actually in Portugal. And I picked this particular clip because it's just him walking out of his place and being like, hey, look at what's around me. So it's not any of the gratuitous, here's the women and this, that. It's almost just a day in his life, what he sees, POV. And then we'll do a round robin on that. And then I have one on AWS Cloud and cybersecurity.
Welcome to a day in the life of a black man in Portugal. Go to the farmer's market every Saturday. Tons of fruit, tons of vegetables. There's really nothing that they don't have that's edible. You see olives right here. Those fruit cups that we just passed were absolutely amazing. Candy. I asked if those were psychedelic mushrooms. They said, no, sir, not here. Perfect. A ton of flowers. I had to get more fruit, man. The fruit here is just, it's second to none from what I've had. Spices, chocolate. It looks like they just cut the pig and placed them on the counter. Tons of cheese. Let me stop before I get constipated just looking at the cheese. So the farmer's market is literally down the street from the busiest street and probably the most popular street in all of Porto. The name of the street will be in the caption. But this is where the mall is. This is where everyone goes to people watch, to shop. Tons of cafes. And the Majestic Cafe is also on that same street as well. Of course, your boy got hungry after a long day of shopping for some fruits and vegetables. I had to go get my empanadas. These are the best empanadas in Porto. I'll put the name of the restaurant in the title, and they also give your boy a shout out.
All right, now I picked this clip in particular because it's not gratuitous. It's not. It's just a standard POV, and I like that you can hear the enthusiasm in his voice. I've actually a couple of my day ones were over in Portugal actually recently last year. So we're gonna start with you, Theo, and then we're gonna get Hoop because he hasn't been in the rotation yet. Then we'll go Saul Contractor. 3 minutes to land your plane. What's your take on that, and just about travel in particular?
Yeah, that's an example of the wonderful life that we have abroad. And when I go abroad, I normally do the same thing that man does. On a Saturday morning, I go out to a market and I get all my food fresh, and then I keep most of it in the fridge, and I eat off of it for the following week. I rarely go to restaurants. I cook all of my food myself. In fact, even here at home, I cook most of my food by myself. And so he's just showing the kind of exuberant, wonderful life that you can have abroad, which is normal. And all of us should be partaking in this kind of experience. If it was, again, for me, St. Petersburg, Paris, Sao Paulo, Tokyo, Austin, this is the way that I've always lived. And I hope you guys live the same way abroad. Leave the West and have a real life out there.
Solid. Well played, sir. What? International Choir Song says, damn, I miss Lisbon. I was there a couple months ago and came back to Ronald Reagan Airport and saw a damn bonnet and B-dubs fighting. Oh, man. Yo, Hoop, what say you, sir? You lived in Europe also. Well,
yeah,
what's your take on this clip?
You go run that clip back one more time for your boy?
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Welcome to a day in the life of a black man in Portugal. Go to the farmer's market every Saturday. Tons of fruit, tons of vegetables. There's really nothing that they don't have that's edible. You see olives right here. Those fruit cups that we just passed were absolutely amazing. Candy. I asked if those were psychedelic mushrooms. They said, no, sir, not here. Perfect. Ton of flowers. I had to get more fruit, man. The fruit here is just, it's second to none from what I've had. Spices, chocolate. It looks like they just cut the pig and placed them on the counter. Tons of cheese. Let me stop before I get constipated just looking at the cheese. So the farmer's market is literally down the street from the busiest street and probably the most popular street in all of Porto. The name of the street will be in the caption. But this is where the mall is. This is where everyone goes to people watch, to shop. Tons of cafes. And the Majestic Cafe is also on that same street as well. Of course, your boy got hungry after a long day of shopping for some fruits and vegetables. I had to go get my empanadas. These are the best empanadas in Porto. I'll put the name of the restaurant in the title, and they also give your boy a shout out.
Okay, so what city is that in Portugal?
I think it's Lisbon.
Okay.
It's Porto. Porto.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I actually used to live in Portugal. I lived in a city called Vila Pouca de Aguiar in Portugal, which is the north. So Lisbon is in the south. So, brothers, if you're going out there, go to the south, nigga, because the north ain't got shit for you. FYI. But even though like the south is way better, that's kind of how it is in Portugal, man. Like a lot of natural markets, businesses where they kind of operate on a when you show up kind of basis. Very chill, very relaxed, very conducive to non-American style. Now again, in my part of the world where I was at in North Portugal, the broads weren't really out there like that because in Vila Pouca, if you guys know the geography over there, it's close to like Porto, Villarreal, and so on and so forth. Not necessarily the best for you, but if you go to the south, over there by Seixal and Lisbon, bro, the best for you. So for all the brothers listening, if you want to go to Portugal, go to the south, where that is, because yes, you get those foreign markets. Everybody believes in like family-owned businesses, family-owned like wineries and shit like that. It's dope in that capacity. So it's salute to the brother experiencing that, because that's definitely how it is over there in Portugal, man. Like everything's natural, everything's chill, everything is just like conducive to like you just every day looks like the last day. So let me say that as the conversation moves forward.
All right, well played, sir. Saul, I can play that clip back for you, or you can give me your take.
No need to get that take. I mean, I could tell that, this guy is really, really enjoying the things in front of him instead of, the sort of, hope-aesthetic, constant distraction of, overstimulation and of what we have here and all the games and drama and stuff like that. I mean, you see that, along with the fruits and vegetables, what was pictured there, what he was stating, looks like he's eating really, really healthy, fresh stuff with the Mediterranean diet. Obviously, I would imagine he's, taking some sort of mastery of the Portuguese language. I mean, when you're learning different languages and stuff like that, it stimulates a different part of the brain. And so, those who hasn't taken it upon themselves to learn a different language, you're missing out on a whole nother piece of you or whatnot. Kudos to that brother. It's good seeing people live their true self happy without the sort of drudgery that this environment can bring to you. I'll land my plane there.
All right, well played, sir. Contractor, what you got for me?
No, to me that was a beautiful representation of what life is like once you be there. I'm pretty sure that yourself and everyone else and the rest of the brothers noticed that you didn't see very many obese women over there that had to tuck and roll. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's walking. You're actually eating real food. And like you said, the fruit abroad is second to none, man, versus what you get over here. So just being able to be out in a pleasant environment, enjoying the sunshine, being able to walk down the street without having to worry about getting harassed can do a whole lot for you. And I get it. Like when you're younger, you're worried about how much box you can possibly get. Well, they got a spot for that. But much to what Hoop was talking about, if you go, it's a designated place for it. But there are other spots where they believe in family business. Shows that us as melanated men, we can go anywhere in the world and we can assimilate into their culture and then assimilate their culture and make it our own, man. You're not stuck here. There's a whole world out there that you need to see, straight up. But I enjoy videos like that because it's just more fuel for me to get the hell up out of here as fast as I can and stay gone. I'll leave it there.
All right, I'm with you on that. Looks like we.
Hey, Machismo, can I add something?
No, go ahead. That's all you, Playboy.
Yeah, man. So I want to say this, as a disclaimer to bros out here who want to travel. And I know Theo know a lot about this. My boy Pop know a lot about this. Again, I was a passport bro before I know that was a thing back in 2007 through 2009. Listen, it ain't for everybody, but it's important to go at least see it, touch it, feel it. Because once you go there and you see how women of other cultures treat you, it will blow your mind. And so if you come back stateside, which most brothers will do, you know how to hold yourself in a certain regard. Like, so these Keishas who want they'll give you the bare minimum but want the world. It's like, nah, bitch, I know how it is to touch hoes who way finer than you, make way less than you, and treat you way better than you. So it's important, again, if going out there and living out there is not your reality, which is, again, most brothers' reality, at least go there and touch it, feel it, experience it. Because it will change your goddamn mind, bro. So you come back here, you'll level set hoes properly, and you'll live your life properly. And I'll land my plane there.
Hey.
My nigga.
Hey, who? Yo,
yes, sir, what's up?
Yo, the first time I met a European chick and she treated me nice, it blew my mind, bro. It scared me a little bit. I thought I was being set up, fam. Did you feel the same way?
Real shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I have experience. Like, what's going on? Why you being so nice?
It's sad, bro. It's sad to see. Like, I'm looking at this broad.
Nigga, them hoes legit be on your dick. And, you know, we say that, you know, stateside, like, oh, this bitch on my dick. Over there, it's different when they on your dick. It's like they have no inhibitions. They on your dick for real, like, for real.
Real shit. Real shit.
Different. That's real shit.
So let me give it. So I had a homestay in France in '91, and so I was actually with a French family, and they were all white, and they just treated me really well. And one time I was like, they said they were going to go out and do something, so they weren't going to take me, but they had something to do with the rest of the family, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I was 18 years old, and they said just go ahead and just stay here. And I was looking at them, and I was like, wait a minute, you want me to be alone in your house? You're not worried at all? And they said, why would we worry? You're American. That was the first time I woke up. I looked at them, and I was like, this is impossible in the United States.
Bingo.
And I was like, that. I was liberated. From that moment on, if you didn't treat me that way, I knew who you were.
Bingo. I got to say this. As Theo has stated, I have to say this. Gentlemen, listen to the stream. Just go. Because, I mean, it's easy to listen to streams, listen to brothers, I want to say war stories, but that's not the word I want to use. Our experiences. Go, bro, get your passport and just see it for yourself.
Who else but Quagmire?
He's Quagmire, Quagmire. You never really know what's gonna do next. He's Quagmire, Quagmire.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
They're like Pop-Tarts, but wetter.
Formal possums only. Elegant Southern tradition. Reignite your inner organ with Spleenify.
It's not the bread's fault! It's not meat, it's not light, but it is legal. Mood lighting with flavor.
Just bricks. For hours. No opinions. Only brick.
Real cars, real pizza. We don't know why it works. Oil change or deep dish, why not both?
We melt things. You watch. You'll feel different when you leave.
No walls, no ceiling, just floor. We stand by it, because that's all there is.
We've all seen it. But that doesn't mean it's yours.
Just tubs, full ones, empty ones. Some have voices.
This one chose me.
Don't ask, just soak.
Gun is a legend. Gun crazy. Gun reached out and he was working on that Awesome God album. Yeah, stuff. And then 3 joints by tomorrow. 3 joints. Telling you, we got a classic album. Nobody know.
Michelle killing shit, cocaine feeling shit. Stars on the ceiling, told you niggas give me space. You can't rush great, it's almost done if you can wait. Yeah. I mean, it took a while to cook through all this weight. I mean, they blew that boy brains out and still ain't get in the safe. It's safe to say you niggas can't fuck with it. I said I'd do it, went and did it. Pot broke, I finished in the skillet. The one my mama had since we was little kids. When I was front man with the O's, you niggas was little fizz. Shoot it down to go Princess Diana in the Benz, Diana Ross with the whiz. Shit, I did it out of love. Now when I pull up, the Porsche Electric is crazy. I'm still looking for a plug. I can't picture life with no money. If I rule the world and everything in it, the sky's the limit. if I get a burden, all my niggas winning. Dirty kitchens.
These is going. I'm telling you, everything Wes told me though, that shit play out exactly the way he said it. Yeah. And on these 3 joints, they gonna go back to your shit, and then they gonna listen to it different. But they doing 3 joints, which has never stopped. Shit just went to the moon.
Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as being dirty. It's the exact opposite. When you make crack, what you're doing is you're burning off all the impurities so that it combines with the sodium bicarbonate, which makes it smokable. That's all.
Overhaul.
Hey yo, crack on the plate. J's banging all night, all day. 12 age. The way we trench in the pissy hallway. Green beam on the Mac broad day.
Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar of cocaine and baking soda.
Hey yo, hey man.
Fuck.
Super fly guy.
Hey yo, on Rodeo, Rolls Royce, roof-free track day. Rugale on the Mississippi lap, relaxing. Rich through a Von Cleef party. Max and Sack shopping bags, had a blood back in front of morning. Dope bags on my Reese Cooper coattail. If the 20 bricks land, watch the boat shell. Hit 4 extra niggas, oh well. Used to serve crack through the doorbell. Hit a lick face in the mall, gelling knee high. Black badge, hit every pothole in the east side. Trying to teach niggas up, but they lack vision. Still got 30 left, my homie cried on the last visit. We ate wings on the last visit. Switch shoes, now you on the rec yard of Rap Simmons. Self-righteous looking like a meal ticket. Spent 50 at the counter, but we still niggas. I'm about to go and buy land. Wrist crank kick, Miller Jackie Chan. Texas Storm, Balenciaga, Afghanistan. Going Dior shopping off hand in hand. Bulletproof vest, Tasha Nakamoto. Kept the X running, shot the nigga block him solo. Daytona Robo, Easy Foods Rojo. Money good, $500,000 Chanel hobo. I'm the pinnacle, see through your subliminal. Spy everything twice, 2 Louis racks identical. Style minimum, style like Larry David. See through Celine tank top, Celine training. Just came from a headshot, brain pain. Kissing my triple beam like nigga, we made it. Woo. Like nigga, we made it. Thought it wasn't coming back, crackhead jeans say win.
Show me the proper respect and say it to my face, nigga. I was in prison. Yeah, well, I was wondering about that shit too. And who you snakes want to get out?
If you had a problem, you should have just come and spoken to us.
Listen to Gucci shoes. Yo, Lee, you better get your man. Look at him telling me what the fuck I should have done.
薬ってなんかビタミン please.
There is a grocery store down the street. They have nice vitamins.
Nice body?
Maybe.
Maybe? 多分優しいな
Today, please tell me your symptoms. Please tell me your symptoms.
Symptoms?
I need your symptoms. I want to make...
I need you. 好きってこと
Excuse me?
好きってことPlease 錠剤
錠剤
スモール錠剤スモールこれスモール
Do you have a fever?
指さすなそんなキラキラしてないけど
正しい単語が一つも Hey, come here, look at me. Hey, look at me. What did I say? No. Come here.
Yeah, I'm staring at you. How? Is there a problem? Not really. Saddled over there with your black man accessory, and I'm just tired of that story. To be honest, it's basic. But that's just me, personally.
So all of a sudden, you men don't like giving up 300% of your salary as allowance to your woman. I sense you are not being candid with your grace. Fool me once.
Just fool me once. Shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
How much money does he have to make per year?
At least 100,000.
Going to 50-50 or someone who fully provides?
Fully provides.
What does that mean to you?
That I would have an allowance.
How much would that look like for you?
I would say like 7,000, 5,000.
A month or a year?
A month.
He needs 5,000 to 7,000 a month. Yes.
Wait a minute, but she said the guy has to make at least 100,000 a year.
Yes.
So if he's only making 100,000 a year and he has to give you 7,000 to 5,000 a month. Now I ain't no goddamn math major, but he ain't gonna have shit left over to do.
If she is not desired, it's not a problem with her. It's a problem with us. But just for fun, let's hear what the other side has to say about this phenomenon.
So the ruling is in. Here's the 3 top reasons why Black women have the lowest marital rates. We are uncooperative, we do not listen, and we have the nastiest attitudes. And unfortunately, y'all, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly, 100%, but it's the reality of where we as Black women are, that we have created this narrative based on our actions, our behaviors to be these just unruly women. I know we don't control who proposes, who pops a question, but you have control over if it happens based on your actions. Don't forget it.
It's clear the high-value Black man is carving himself out from the low-level bottom feeders. New standards are being established on what will be tolerated. Modern Black women will only have 2 choices, whether to get down or lay down. Simple.
I've been with him since he was doing community theater. I cooked, I cleaned, I've had his back from the very beginning. I've always supported him. Maybe 2 good people found each other and I'm a good woman who found a good man.
We can also see a sense of indifference in the modern man, no longer eager to fix the modern woman. They are more concerned with identification and immediate ostracism of these streetwalkers and succubus.
One of the most beautiful things that I learned in this space, and I'll give you all a real world example. When I got here, this was years ago, I found a bunch of brothers from different walks of life had been through the same thing with the B-dubs. And if we're being honest, and if we didn't still have our humanity, it's almost like we have 1,000,001 reasons to really to really have a vitriol towards them, right? But a lot of us are ingrained with that. In my case, that good old Southern Baptist humanity. Some come up with that Pentecostal humanity, or some come up with that Methodist humanity, right? And you're beat down when you're young. You get into the school system and you clearly start to see, damn, this is a clear pipeline to the prison industrial complex. And you're able to dodge and weave that. And in your adult life, you get with Keisha or B-Dub. And they're wholeheartedly bought into the system and they're going to use it against you every chance they get. And after you come out of all of that and you've been beat up and scarred and bruised, and you make mistakes and tripped up along the way, and then you get beat down for not being perfect. But what I understood is that there are statues, probably the size of this damn high-rise apartment building that I live in right now, of King Leopold, who was chopping hands off in Africa to benefit, to benefit the Queen, right? And even with all of the horrible atrocities that he did, they still erected statues in his name. And so when you look at that and you think about the minute hiccups and mess ups that we have, I think it's important, and it is almost a responsibility of ours. Granted, making sure it's not something that's completely debaucherous, but I think it is a duty of ours
to let brothers know, hey, bro, no other race of men have to be perfect in this world, and they still get that due respect. So I say all of that to say that, man, with everything that happens in our lives as black men, all of the shit that we go through dealing with the system, all of the things that we go through dealing with, I don't even call them my counterparts anymore, dealing with black women, all of the things that we go through, trying to duck and dodge the potholes that you're going to run into, just wearing this skin that we wear. Make sure we are extending that olive branch to the brothers. And a lot of us in this space, we are doing this. You know, we're doing it through StreamYard. We're doing it through some of the conversations that we have behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, in wartime, going back to what you were talking about with the guerrilla warfare, in wartime, the as they say, the young men are for the fighting and the older men are for counsel, right? And that's what I've tried to do in this space. And trying to work with brothers and trying to put the message out. And now I've begun to try and hide the message inside of some, try to hide the message inside of some entertainment to draw brothers in, right? Hiding the medicine and the candy. But I'm appreciative to be in the space. I'm thankful for being in the space. I know that we are saving lives. And I know that even if in our lifetime, we don't have a chance to see the paradigm completely shift, right, away from what the status quo is, at least we can say that we were on the right side of history. We put our best foot forward and we purposely went out and tried to change the narrative to make it better for this next wave of young brothers that are coming, the generation or two behind us. I'll land my plane there.
Sorry.
Hey, where's Stewie?
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter.
There it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean, to play us out? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today, and we'll leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Stewie Griffin. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
This is not real. It's just a dream. Please, wake up. Wake up. This is not.
This is our plan. It doesn't matter who we are.
I came here to rescue you from him.
Well, we all appreciate your concern, Colonel. And we'll try to be extra careful.
I'm just amazed that he allowed any of your posse to live.
Is that right?
Strictly speaking, he slipped up. You're lucky to be breathing.
That's just great. Colonel, you came out here to find out why one of your machines blew a gasket.
You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare. With a man who's the best. With guns, with knives, with his bare hands. A man who's been trained to ignore pain. Ignore weather. To live off the land. To eat things that'll make a billy goat puke. Kill. Period. Win by attrition.